Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris as the Elfiel Imperium. So, I'm not quite sure of what we're going to be doing this part. Probably partly consolidating our control over the former Tumidor Republic worlds, but I think that's about it. I'm not sure if I'll declare... I don't even... Yeah, you've got allies now. Lots of allies, in fact. I mean, you're allied with the snails, the plants, these guys, the Glost-Verheni Confederacy. I'm guessing the W is going to be pronounced as a V in that scenario. I just get the feeling it's probably supposed to be an almost Germanic name. You got the Assembly, you got the Nurian Incorporated. Yeah, to be honest, you got lots of friends now. But granted, it's a two-way street. Oh god, you guys have all made alliances with one another. Yep. So there's a pretty sizable defensive pact that's sure going to block my expansion. Because if I declare war on the snails, I'm going to have to fight basically all the people that we've already fought at least once. Doesn't matter who I declare war on. So the only person I could really declare war on without getting into a fight with a bunch of other people would be the Gaijin League here. This little federation comprised of the United Buhavila Sovereignty, or however the hell it's pronounced, the Commonwealth of Gunlargo, and the Serene Kaigan Confederacy, who it looks like they recently lost a war against the Covenant of Bavaria. Yeah, okay. And yes, I haven't actually gone around to uninstalling the latest AMD driver or reverting back to the previous driver because, quite frankly, I just really don't care for it at this point. It's really annoying, the lag and delay on the mouse movements. But, yeah. Let's go ahead and get cruiser assembly yards. Make them a little bit cheaper and a little bit faster to build. Actually, no. Let's save them money. I'm sure I can find something better to spend it on right now to improve our economy further. There we go. You're off now. I presume I have some of your people enslaved. Do you have an issue with that? Just out of curiosity. No, actually, it doesn't look like you give a crap about having your people enslaved. That's a little bit of surprise. You would think that the game would care for that kind of... Wow. Bringing in lots of tradition. Or unity now, it looks like. I'm guessing these worlds had some actual unity stuff on them. About you? No? Yeah. So people really don't give a crap about that. And yeah, these guys are really weak. I don't know why somebody is acting as if the snails are a fight. They're not. Especially on their own. If I was able to get into a fight with the snails, just a one-on-one, they'd be gone. They're listed as inferior across the board. Yeah, they're sizable, and they somehow managed to beat the Devouring Swarm, or whatever it was, or Fanatical Purifiers, whichever one it was up there. But that's about it. Yeah, they managed to survive that. That doesn't mean a whole lot. Clearly those guys are even weaker than the snails were. Granted, that also consisted of having two people fighting them, so that also helped. No, I don't really care too much for Tomb Worlds. I don't think any of them are particularly great. Although, admittedly, none of the other options I think are the greatest. I guess Collective Self is probably the best here. I've never used Chemical Bliss, and I don't think I ever will. It just seems like complete and utter garbage, to be completely honest with you. I don't really need Orbital Hydroponics Farm, with me bringing in 257. In fact, we got a 53% bonus to pop growth because of this. So that should be a plus 0.53 to pop growth across the board. So yeah, I don't need Orbital Hydroponics Farms. I could research this, it'd be quick, but it's not a tech I'd actually utilize, so there's not much point in researching it right now. Although it would be quick, and I could get me some new stuff that I might actually care for, but no. Let's go for Collective Self. It's actually useful. That is something I already know. Now, I don't think any of you need upgrades. I think you're all using heavy. Yes, you are all using heavy, except for the Nimgrethor class cruiser, which is equipped with ion cannons. And yeah, I need more of those. I only built 2 because I only had the minerals for 2. I think we're going to go ahead and queue up some more. Oh, who is it now? Moravandia Commonwealth has declared war on the United Buhavila sovereignty. Wait. My guys. The Moravandian Commonwealth. Yep, my guys declare. That was a stupid idea. You're considered equivalent to me across the board. Overall. These guys that you just declared war on are considered equivalent in each specific category, but are overall considered superior to me. That means they're even stronger than you. Plus, you're going to have to fight their Federation members as well. So, oh my god, game. Yep, well, I expect these guys, my so-called allies, because they don't really do anything even when they get declared war on. I expect them to lose some worlds, possibly. Or at least I wouldn't be surprised. If it doesn't happen, great. But if it does happen, I'm really not surprised. And you guys need to get rid of your recently conquered. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, you're the world that's really pissed. Although I think you got enough armies to where you'd be fine even if they rebelled. And that's 126 with crappy. With a bunch of worlds that are producing a 50% decrease in unity due to planet unrest, and then an additional 20% due to lack of happiness. So yeah, I mean, they'll do fine once they all finally realize that they're going to be stuck with me, whether they like it or not. When does my truce with you end? 2312, so 4 years from now, give or take some months. Okay, and you're building that stuff there, great. There's an automated dreadnought down in that system, which sucks because it might be worthwhile. And, oh, Zolbar, where are you? There you are. Yeah, game. I really don't care if I'm maxed out on that, because there's really nothing I can do about it. Okay, I was wrong. I was going to say I assume everything has finished upgrading, but that's not actually the case. You guys have a bunch of tiles that are left empty right now. I probably did that on purpose because I don't know what to put on them right now. And I was waiting. Because unlike the AI, I don't feel the need to fill up the planet immediately upon getting it. What do I need more of? Either engineering or society. You know, if I had to pick, I'd pick engineering. Because that's where our weapons are. While society has some useful stuff, certainly, but that's about it. Also, I just want to check and make sure on something. Okay, it doesn't say anything about us not being able to do gene modding, so we just haven't gotten lucky to get the tech necessary to start gene modding. Which is a bit of a shame, because I would like to be able to go ahead and do that. Oh, you got a 13K fleet. You guys just have to, you know, actually use the fleet for something. Okay, so I need at least 6 of my ion cannon cruisers. 4, 5. No, that should be 6. Apparently I suck at counting. Yes, that would be 6. I need 2 more. Just make sure I'm also queuing up the right ones, because they're right on top of one another, so it's easy to screw up and click on the wrong one. And okay, a couple more months. And let's actually hit the game up to 3 speed, because, well, we're doing nothing right now. And that's not going to be changing. I would like to get some more stuff for some more core sector worlds, though.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay, and that's all of those that we need. Let's go ahead and upgrade you. Although I don't really need to, but I'm going to. Sure, let's go ahead and unlock private colony ship. I'll never use it. I actually kind of do like, though, the additional unity for energy grids and energy nexus. Oh, and you guys are no longer getting my Irelium ore, which is great. Okay, that's 7. That okay, yep, and that's 8.
Construction complete.
Go ahead and get you fully upgraded. This way you can build battleships if I need more battleships. Up, and you guys are integrating those 3 systems, which is, depending on exactly what you have in terms of tech for border range, it might actually push the borders for the snails out, which I certainly won't complain about. The snails suck. Especially since they're going to be pissed at me for literally everything, and I think they're the ones that started this whole defensive pact with everyone that I border, except for the Moravandia Commonwealth. Mostly because I already had one with these guys. No, I don't want your association status. We're not friends. We never will be. And somehow we don't know about that system entirely. We just know it exists. We know of a single... Yeah, we know the resources on the gas giant, or one of the gas giants. We don't know anything about its moon or the other gas giant, nor do we even know about the star itself. I think that's all. I don't think we have any other construction things we can do, at least in space. I could colonize some worlds, certainly. Not going to. You're a tropical world. People don't really like tropical worlds, do they? No, they don't. Well, how are people? For the most part on this world. Are most of them sitting above the 55% cap? It looks like most people are sitting above that cap. And I suppose it definitely would be worthwhile to terraform you to a continental world. Now, of course, for a little while, they'll all be pissed off. Looks like most of you guys are sitting at above the cap as well. Admittedly not by a whole lot, but we got the resources, so screw it, we'll do it. Again, they're gonna be pissed in the meantime. Oh, I didn't actually click on the... Oh no, it is terraforming. It just doesn't show the thing up there, it's only down there. You know, you would expect, though, that enslaving somebody's pops would piss off any empire that has that species as a primary pop. So, It's a little bit weird. Hopefully the devs eventually decide to implement that. Because, yeah, it's a little weird that I'm fairly certain I have some snails enslaved in this sector. But the snails don't care. I definitely know that I have the Tumbators enslaved. But again, they don't give a crap. Yes, they hate my slavery policy, but that's canceled out by the fact that they're xenophiles. Which, clearly they shouldn't be xenophiles anymore. It's a terrible idea. Especially if they want to be able to live. Because I don't give a crap if they're xenophiles. Are you guys still upset? Yes, you're still at 100 unrest. Yeah, okay, one more year. A little weird that the unrest for recently conquered seems to roughly coincide with when the truce ends. That seems a little silly, in my opinion. Okay, you can return home because apparently there was actually nothing else to learn about the Tetera system. Let's see. I could plop down a frontier outpost if I really want to. I don't think I need this frontier outpost really anymore, do I? I own those systems. My border might get pushed back a little bit. Oh, screw it. I'll hold on to it for a little bit longer. It's not like it really matters. We're still hanging out roughly capped on influence anyway, because there's really nothing to spend it on. Previously, you actually had to spend it on factions. Well, a different type of factions in the current form. You... Where the hell you... Oh, you... No, there's really no point. Oh, you just... Okay, you just got a defensive pact with the Tumbatore Republic. Well, that was a terrible idea. What the hell were you thinking? It's obvious I'm going to be declaring war on the Tumbatore Republic in the near future. I think I'm just going to leave you guys be in that war then, because I don't really care to vassalize you, and I sure as hell don't care to annex you because of how far away you are. Let somebody else kill you, develop your worlds, and then I'll go and kill you. Or, well, kill them. Okay, you go ahead and just queue up all the upgrades for that. In theory, that should queue up all the upgrades for them. Or at least that's what the button is supposed to do. I've never actually paid attention to whether shift clicking actually works. The game says shift clicking queues all the upgrades, but like I said, I've never really paid attention to see if it actually does do what it says it does. Let's go ahead and build a mining network there. I don't need the extra energy credits. Oh, I can declare war on you now. Good. We'll be doing that in just a moment. Okay, yep, don't see anything else. That should be pretty much your only fleet, is the third star fleet. Why the third is your largest? Nobody knows. And you are still running around with the maser guns. They didn't do you any good last time around. What the hell makes you think they're going to do you any good this time around? Okay, so I want to go ahead and finish annexing you. Oh, shite. What? I'm sorry, game. What's the deal there? Oh, a bunch of people are guaranteeing your independence. Because of course they are. Okay, so if I declare war on you right this second, I'll end up in a pretty significant war with literally everybody in the neighborhood except for the Muravandia Commonwealth and the Gliran Hegemony. And I won't have any friends because the Ganlarev Empire, wherever the hell they are on this map, there they are, don't give a crap about the Tumbatore Republic, and the Sakit Republic, wherever they are, I know they exist. It's about all I know about them. Ah, yes, I don't see them on the map. Oh, there they are. Oh, you're Rebels of the Nurian Incorporated. That's why. Out of curiosity. Okay. I'm not able to ask you to join me, so that together we can rule the galaxy. Although that's certainly not true, because we're definitely never going to rule the galaxy together. Okay, so yes, if I declare war on, I think pretty much anybody at this point, I'm going to be fighting basically the entire empire, or at least this entire half of the galaxy. Did I say be fighting the entire empire? That doesn't make any sense. I meant to say fighting the entire galaxy. But, well, it's not exactly true, but it's basically everybody on the left side of the galaxy I'd be fighting. Yeah, that's annoying. It really is. Okay, so I mean, I could fight you. Not too many people I'd be forced to deal with. I mean, you got a vassal and a couple of fellow Federation members, but they're not really significant. At least I'm pretty sure they're not that significant. No, you're inferior overall. You are definitely going to have to be inferior overall. Yep, although somehow your tech is equivalent, which I'm going to call BS on. I mean, yes, you're a tiny nation, so you're able to research a lot quickly. Although it doesn't necessarily mean that your weapons are any good. It just means that the way the game calculates tech is that it's good enough overall. I'd be able to take this protectorate away from you if I wanted to. Well, to be honest, I wouldn't really care to take the protectorate. I'd rather conquer it. Although its location is a little weird. I probably would end up needing to create a sector somewhere as a result, which I don't really want to do. Although I guess I could probably survive being just over the cap without much issue. I should mention this is probably going to be a shorter part. By that I mean roughly 30 minutes, which we're already at 20 minutes. But I'm going to be recording a second part immediately after. Simply because this part's going to be going up the week that I'm recording it, while the next one that I record is going to be going up the week after. You know, we're going to go ahead and end this episode, I think, with upgrading our turbo lasers. And, yeah. And then I'll save, and I don't really have to, but I'll save anyway. And then, yeah, I think I'll declare war on the... what is it? The Condigan League? Conjin League? I got no idea.
Construction complete.
Oh, good. You've all learned to relax. Oh, somebody's on the verge of... Oh. If by on the verge of space travel you mean literally right there, then yes. The alien civilization on Forever Spring has finished construction of its first interplanetary vessel in orbit of their homeworld. For better or worse, these aliens are now ready to join the galactic community, and they may now be counted among the galaxy's current spacefaring species. Okay. So, I could kill you, and I think I might do that. Kill you before anybody has the opportunity to do anything with you. Especially because I can't vassalize you. I mean, I could offer you tribute or protectorate status, but I mean, you'd be a protectorate for a long time because you'd only ever have this single world that you're... Yeah, you know, you're dead. I'm taking you over. Quick war to conquer Forever Spring because why not? It's a crappy world, yes. It really is a crappy world. I mean, it's got some energy income, but that's about all it's got going. I'm still gonna have... No. Yeah, I forgot. That's colonized systems, not colonized planets anymore. Thank God Paradox at least made one good change there. Okay. Welcome. You're gonna be joining the Empire. Ah, that's annoying. That is annoying. Well, if you don't mind, remove the rally point from there. You, if you don't mind, pump out a couple of Corvettes. They're going to be temporary. They're going to be used for the sole purpose of... Don't try and do that again. It's going to work badly for you. What the hell are you even using? Mass drivers, because of course you are. Okay, you go over there. Bomb the planet into oblivion. Excuse me, that's what I meant to do. God, that'll take forever. You guys, go and build me some armies. Don't need a whole lot. At least I shouldn't. Oh, precursor discovery on Katana 2A, which I think we might have already found at one point. But I think like a crash or something might have resulted in us forgetting about it. Or I could be remembering wrong. Maybe we never actually did find it. I thought we did, but honestly, who the hell knows? Yeah, you guys are gonna take forever. No, game, close that damn window, thank you. Even on full... No. Did not mean to do that, game. Yeah, you guys are still gonna take a while to knock that down, aren't you? I mean, I might be able to make do without even... it's still gonna take time for the armies to get built anyway, so screw it. And I want that. Of course, they want me to give up a whole bunch of crap that I'm definitely never gonna give up to them, because they can't even get off their home world. They didn't even have the time to build a spaceport. I guess I'll probably go with better thrusters, because they're relatively quick to research, though honestly, so is the mineral processing. I think I have mineral processors on some planets. Let me look at my planets in particular. Because I know I would have built them on my planets if I thought it was worthwhile on that planet. Slow the game down to 2 speed and just let it run in the background. Yeah, I've got mineral processors, so screw it. Go ahead and drop one of those. Go on, get over there. The more ships in orbit, the faster we will bring the fortifications down, though admittedly it's still fairly slow, although I also did slow the game down. Okay, you guys, lucky you, get quad turbo lasers now, or you would if I had the energy. Don't currently have the energy. At least not for the corvettes that we don't use anyway. Oh, you guys can't do it either. You guys can't. I know the battleship can, though. I'm sorry, game. What? Does that only have a medium? It does only have a medium. Oh, gee. That's actually kind of annoying. I know we get something, though, that can go in the large slot. But yes, it's actually kind of annoying that we can't fit a medium. Or we can't fit on the large slot. I think you guys probably have plenty of armor. Yeah, we can only do it on small and large, or small and medium, excuse me. And I think just one of those, yeah, one of those fine. I mean, am I really going to be building corvettes anymore? Not really. But screw it, I'll go ahead and enable it for them. You guys upgrade. Guys almost done? Not really. Not really at all. You know, I already have a general, so I'll go ahead and temporarily assign them there. Ah. Okay. So it is immediately apparent that Katana 2A, an ancient Arasian colony, has been the victim of extensive orbital bombardment. Large craters are still visible from space, where the moon's major population centers used to be roughly 1.2 million years ago. The handful of survivors from the initial bombardment appear to have succumbed shortly afterwards to the Javarian pox that was then ravaging most Arasian worlds. Remarkable. Research it. Tell me more about this world of their own that they bombarded into oblivion because of a virus. I'm gonna kick the game up to 3 speed again. While we wait for that to finish, because that's gonna take forever. Do we have unique looking observation posts? Yes we do. They're actually fairly nice looking. Okay, you guys are almost done, but sadly the armies aren't quite ready. Oh, we're almost at 20k. Wonderful. Okay, that's done. Now I just gotta wait a little bit long. Archaeological expedition has recovered a communication log from the ruins of a listening post in Katana 2A. It shows the contents of a transmission between the commander of an Arassian fleet in orbit and their naval headquarters on Arassia. The commander questions orders to purge the colony of all life to prevent the spreading of the pox. Although the log ends before the issue is resolved, the orders were evidently carried out. An interesting find. Do we have any more of those that we know about? Nope. Okay, you just go ahead and return home then. Kick back, relax. Wait for the final army to finish. 6 of them should be more than enough to conquer this world. In fact, 5 might even be enough. But we're not exactly the strongest people, though we actually do have fairly decent damage, I guess. Oh, selecting the wrong thing. Well, then who the hell are you? Get out of my borders. I told you to get out of my borders. The hell? Okay, they're just gonna ignore the fact that I've closed my borders to them. And the game's not gonna auto-teleport them out. I guess technically these aren't my borders, though. I guess that makes sense. This is technically disputed territory. So, forced demands for Forever Spring. End of those guys. Now this is mine. I don't need that army anymore. I'll keep those guys around. Temporarily. Luckily, you guys don't have to worry about the culture shock. Power plant, there it is. Hydroponics farm. Mining network. Power plant. Defensive armies.
Taking out the bad guys.
Oops, not an assault army, defensive army, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and grab you, give you back your general. And get you guys a turbo laser tower. And actually that's gonna be it for this part. So, yes. I will see you guys in the next part, but until then, a goodbye and farewell.